Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at 3 more Pufin Forest shorts, specifically one that's a little Christmassy themed, so hopefully I have it coming out near at least the right date. I hope I put this off till December, future me. Don't you dare schedule it for Thanksgiving, future me. You be as trolled as I am in the past. Future me, no. It's going to come out on Thanksgiving, is it? Oh, son of a... I realize calling my future me a son of a bitch is probably not the right way to do this, because that insults myself twice over. 1, the obvious, and 2, my mother finding out and that I die. Horribly. Yeah. So the first one is Christmas Shenanigans, followed by an Abserd-ly difficult mission, which is what we're going to be getting with another Absurd video, so... And this title caused me physical pain. The Legend of the Legendary. There's the pain. Haligaros Ashuin. I'm probably butchering the name, and it might be a great video, but the alliteration's one thing, but alliteration on the same damn word. Really? It's probably part of the joke, but it causes me pain. So we're just going to jump right into it and see what's going on. Specifically with a Christmas video that I'm definitely not going to put out on Thanksgiving Day. Future me, don't. I'm probably going to troll my past self by doing it, aren't I? That seems so masochistic. You guys know the deal, though. Link below, original videos. Make sure to hit them up. Let's get started.
It's that time of the year coming round again. Christmas.
Yay!
That season that begins with the arrival of deceptive ads from toy stores trying desperate to stay open.
Accurate.
Come on down to Crazy Mike's Toy Store. Look at all these deals we got. Deals.
I mean, he's not
all
wrong.
Holiday season, even though this ad is playing on TV and no one watches regular TV anymore or goes into toy stores. Deals.
Oh, I still do.
Season. We got the new Game Boys,
wallet
we got the
doesn't like
pogo
it.
sticks, we got the bat. We even got your children.
What?
Come on down if you ever want to see them again. Or else
God,
find
that
out why they call
escalated.
me Crazy Mike. And once more, we come back around to another round of family get-togethers, giving me another shot at trying to convince my little cousin that I'm actually a cute and interesting person, despite everything we've
Give
seen
it up,
on the
dude. They're
contrary.
little cousins.
Instead of
You
the
could
drink,
never
one
do
thing
it.
I always look forward to is the delicious holiday food. Sometimes
saw
I'll be
the
walking
alcohol,
through the
dude.
neighborhood
We
and I'll
know.
catch a whiff of someone cooking something. Oh, it's amazing. I'm sure if we stuck into the party, they wouldn't know we aren't cousins. Most people don't talk to their relatives. Who are you again?
I have a big
can't
enough family
believe
that
you
could
don't
actually work.
remember. After all those letters, I
So
wrote
many
to you.
people. I don't even know
during the
all my
war?
second cousins' names. There's more than
You were
50.
in the war, right? Then we got those family conversations. Do we always have to talk about politics?
Well, did you hear your cousin Amber's back in prison again?
Okay, never mind. Tell us politics.
Okay, back to
Did you guys
politics.
hear how the guy said the
And that's why you
thing
stick to politics
to
with a family,
the other
because
person
everything
that
else is
made him,
worse.
like, really mad. But if you're a young person, you also get asked questions about your future from your relatives. The future? What do you think I am, Merlin? I don't even know what kind of pants I'm going to be wearing tomorrow.
Ha! You're not.
Probably the same ones I wore today. Because I'm a lazy deadbeat who doesn't have any direction in his life.
Sounds about
Now
right.
I can kind of relax a little bit more. But definitely when I had first graduated from college, I could hear the ticking of the clock as time was winding down, running at 1,000,000 miles an hour to make sure that I got into a career before the imaginary door closed. Because I knew it was going to be like the Hunger Games up in this
Yeah,
business with
it
my
did
other
have that
graduates
effect.
murdering each other
And
over
then you realize
jobs.
there are no jobs.
I remember a Christmas back or so getting asked that question that was,
What is
that was
that?
a really weird conversation to be having at that time. When they asked me what I was up to, I was like, oh, nothing much. Just looking for work as a biochemist and studying computer programming and 3D art and music and maybe making videos and drawing and writing and
Crazy
stuff.
thing is, that's probably an accurate description of
You-
what he was doing.
You have absolutely no idea what you're going to do with the rest of your life.
And oddly enough, the
you?
video one worked.
Not one freaking clue. Whoever decides to pay me to do stuff for them is the stuff I'm going to
This
do.
sounds incredibly
I mean,
relatable
What are
and
you
accurate.
passionate about? You want to know what I want to be? I want to be a velociraptor. There, I said it. We're all thinking it. If I say it, no, I'm the crazy person in the room. Every year we go to these family get-togethers, I feel
I
a
know
little
a family
bit
who
older.
said that.
I remember one of my younger relatives was telling me about a video game, and I said, "You still playing that game you like, Oak Tales?"
Oak Tales?
Yeah, Oak Tales.
Oak Tales?
That online game you kids play. You mean Maple Story? I could feel my hair suddenly turn gray and age 15 more years. There's nothing that ages you more than mispronouncing the title
Oh, that's
of a
happened
popular
already.
game. Buying
This is
presents
now
for other
getting
people is
really
always
too
tough.
relatable.
I know that I could never survive as Santa Claus in the hypothetical scenario that he crash landed and got picked up by Area 51, and there was suddenly a job opening that only I could fill. Ha ha ha. For you, I have a burrito. You will notice that half of it is gone, it was a long flight getting over here, and I got us the extra large one, and I split it. So hope you like it, Jimmy.
It's still a
I
burrito.
understand. I don't want to hear your sass, Jimmy. And for you, little Susie, I got you a new game book.
My friends and family are the only gifts I ever need.
What are they teaching you kids in school today? Whatever happened to stabbing a guy in the eyeball for his pants? Guess it's that new everyone's a winner philosophy they got down there.
Oh, God.
The best
Yeah,
gift I
terrible
received was
terrible
getting to meet my
satire.
relatives' 2 adorable dogs. They are floofy, adorableness, and they give love tackles.
We're trying to get them to stop tackling people. Don't listen to them, you guys. You're fine just the way you are. Never
So the best part
change.
going over to relatives was their
You do
pets.
realize when they tackle people, it's a health hazard.
They are perfect, just the way they are. When I was working at my old job, we actually had a white
My
elephant.
dad had a Newfoundland
If
hound
you're
that
not
liked to
familiar
do
with
that.
how white elephant works, basically, you know how you have friends? Imagine if you didn't have them anymore. That's a white elephant. Like if you're
What?
thinking to yourself, man, I have all these friends. I wonder if there's a quick and easy way to get them to all hate each other or get rid of them.
This is why.
But man,
the only thing I know
murdering
about
them
is that
is
you're
just
supposed to.
too messy. Huh. If only there was a game I could play to make it easier
Monopoly?
for me. Why
Let's
don't
be
you
honest,
play
that's what it
White
looked like.
Elephant? That's a great idea. You go around opening up presents and then can steal the presents you like off of each other.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure the
Why is
well-adjusted
that a
individual
knife?
who invented this game couldn't have possibly predicted that people might not like getting their presents stolen off of them over and over and over again.
Really?
That sounds like fun. At first, when we were opening up presents,
really?
I was
That's actually
mostly
what a
letting
white
everyone
elephant
else
is?
take their pick and just
I've
watch
been doing
as
it
those
wrong. I think I just
mild-mannered
got
middle-aged
humorously
women
terrible
edged
gifts.
this close to stabbing each other over that snowman cutting board until someone opened up a massive slab of ham, just the size of a freaking bowling ball.
How long was it out?
Everyone was laughing when they opened it up because they thought it was the gag gift that no one wanted. On my turn, I rushed over to him and stole it. Everyone was shocked. Why would you steal his present? It's just a massive slab of ham. You answered your question right there.
It's
As the others were
ham.
coming around to steal presents, I glared at them, pushing my hand behind my back, saying, "You best keep walking, boy." When they went past, I was like, "Damn right. This is what I thought."
I would do
Afterwards, I was
this.
surprised. No one wanted my ham. I was trying to explain to my relatives who were just as baffled as I was.
He has a
That doesn't
ham
make
on
any
his
sense.
head.
I know.
Just this
They
picture
knew it
right
was
here is
ham, right?
perfect.
I know.
It
And they didn't
says
take
so
it.
much.
That's what I said. Why wouldn't they want it? I know it's ham. I ended up sending pictures of me and my giant glazed ham to my brother, who's out of town for the season, who messaged me back
I
saying,
have
"I'm
questions."
so jealous of you and your giant ham." Another story. I went to New York City this season for a few days on a business trip
Oh,
and got to
jeez.
experience East Coast weather during the winter. I'm from Southern California. We got 3 seasons around here. Sunny, muggy, and car accidents. But guess what? For the first
Oh.
time, it was snowing.
New York.
I saw it when I
winter.
was real
They actually
young
get a
once,
lot of
but I
snow.
don't think I've seen it snowing before. Oh my god.
Feet.
Dingo. Dingo! Look! It's snowing! There's snow everywhere!
Yes, Ben, I've seen snow before.
You guys get snow? In Canada?
Yes, we do.
Whoa, my god.
Thing
There's
is, I've
2
actually
places
got family
which
in
have
Southern
snow
California.
At the same time?
He's not
That's a
up.
really
He's
weird
not exaggerating.
coincidence.
That's
I will
actually
now
what the
proceed to
conversation
send
went
you
like.
40 plus pictures
This
of
is
snow.
accurate.
That way, you know.
Very
what it looks
accurate.
like. This is
He
what
found
it
a
looks like.
dusting.
Haha, yes. Just don't eat
Now,
it.
but I thought they put it in ice cream. Also, I didn't know this, but it's cold. It's like really, really cold.
Yep.
Is snow supposed to be this cold, or is it just New York snow that's cold? I guess you could say it's like ice cold. Would you think that
I'm
would
not
be
even going to
appropriate
dignify
way
that
to
with a
describe
response.
the snow? Well, we really don't get snow where I'm from. Actually, we have fire. A
Yeah,
lot of fire.
That's California.
Please stop being on fire
Not
Please.
anytime soon.
for 1 second. Have a Merry Christmas.
Oh,
and
hey,
happy
change the ending
holidays.
screen. And next up, we have Abserd-ly difficult mission. I'm going to keep using the voice. Should I? No. Will I? Yes. That last video, though, was more relatable than I find comfortable. I mean, he completely nailed the Californian and anything north of the Mason-Dixon line where snow is an actual possibility. Yeah. Like, my mother is from California. She describes what it was like coming here. It's like, oh my God, it's so cold. There's snow everywhere. What is this white stuff on the ground? I was looking here. It's just, I was told. And then my dad turned around and said, that's frost, dear. Frost. It's October. That's frost. Yeah. To this day, my mom refuses to call anything less than 2 inches anything other than a blizzard. I know what I said. Moving on. I just want to see how they're working Absurd in this, because it's absurd. He is the funniest. And that last week was very, very depressingly accurate in very many ways. So moving on.
We had an idea in our Adventures-ly group to run the players through a pretty gnarly adventure.
What?
I called it The Tenacious Twisted Trials of Terror.
Is that the
Torture,
dragon's
Torment,
ass
and
shooting fire?
More terror. It involved players playing for 4 weeks, starting at first level, without giving the characters a long rest. No long rest, not through each session, but for the 4 weeks.
What?
Meaning that they wouldn't be able to recover from any of the previous fights that they had.
That's
for example, if you were playing
dickish.
a bard and you went pew and fired your spell, I hope you got your worth out of it, because you're not getting it back for the next 4 weeks. On top of that, it took place during a military
Why?
occupation, with a nearly constant stream of fights breaking out. A party of first-level adventurers would, in total, have to contend with an insane number of enemies. 40 kobolds, 20 human cultists, 10 soldiers, 12 drakes, and a few more I probably forgot, and 2 secret encounters.
That will kill
One
you.
was the group champion, and the other was the group muscle. The players took orders
Oh,
from the
that was
mayor,
an
who
arm.
I couldn't come up with a voice, so I just
That was
used
an arm.
Abserd for some reason.
I didn't.
I have a great plan. We will go up to them. We will say,
I was doing the voice
"Hey,
accurately.
You are doing the evil. Stop." And they will say, "Okay, we stop now." It is great plan.
No.
Unless it doesn't work out, we might have to figure something else out. The missions involve the players running around the town of Greenest, saving civilians, during the time an entire army has moved in and is looting the place. There was a lot of guerrilla warfare
Damn.
going on, with battalions
This is actually
of
a really cool
soldiers
setup.
passing along the roads to loot and mow down innocent bystanders. And it was the players' job to get as many of them out of there as they could. My players were handling the encounters pretty well at first, until they ran out of magic and health, and were all limping along on 1 to 2 hit points.
Yeah.
And they still had 3 more sessions to go through.
They're gonna
The
die.
players figured out very early on that they can't keep engaging in these mano-a-mano fights all across the city.
Oh my god, there's no way we can take all these guys on.
Well, yeah, we can't take them head on, but what if we were sneaky about it?
They're doing
They
guerrilla
looted
warfare,
several of
really?
the raiders' military garbs and were sneaking around planting traps, like making ambushes, or locking people in buildings and setting them on fire.
Oh,
When
God!
messages were being sent to the raiders' camp, they would intercept the caravans, pretend they were taking them to the raiders, but instead would get them out of danger. Since they were dressed up in military garb, the bard loved it.
What?
Because he was like, "You're telling me I get to use performance in every fight?"
And it works?
This guy's a traitor.
Forsooth, my brother, I did not betray you. 'Twas a momentary
The bard
lapse of judgment.
performance-
The heat of battle is upon us. Let us pursue the enemy with haste.
Why are you talking weird?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is someone talking weird? Who said anything about anyone talking weird?
Eventually, the group ended up drawing the
Vaunted.
eye of the head of the raiders.
What the
who
hell?
started releasing fake hostages,
Oh,
which
that's
were
the
cultists
champion.
dressed up in civilian clothing, who would turn on the party and try and take them down. The back and forth eventually rose her ire and pissed her off enough that she was done with all the games, the sneaking around, the deception.
This is actually a
The
really cool
champion,
story they're telling
Langdorosa,
together.
challenged one of the players to a fair duel to release some hostages.
Yeah,
mano
sure.
a mano, one-on-one. The warlock stepped up and accepted the fight. The
The
champion was
warlock.
like,
I am a good sportsman. I will let you take the first blow on me.
she cast a spell which did a little bit of damage.
Haha, you call that an attack? I'll show you how real warriors
And
do.
slaughtered
Then
the
the champion
warlock.
pulled out her broadsword, and I turned over to her stat block. Which I didn't expect to be that abusively long. This is supposed to be a first-level adventure?
Yep.
So I rolled her attack on our little warlock. Oh, look at that. That's a 19. She got a critical hit on you.
And
Wait,
you're low on
only
health.
A fighter can crit on a 19. Does she have player class levels?
Yes! 6 of them. So I describe as the sword hacks off her head in one blow.
I commend your bravery, little one, even if it was not enough to save you.
After the fighting was over, the players managed to flee into the fortress and seal the place up. Locking the army out behind them, they're able to get a moment to catch their breath. They're talking amongst
Is there like a
themselves
way to revive?
oh, thank God, it's finally over. We're out of spells, we're covered in injuries, we can finally
Die?
rest up and recover. And they're congratulating each other that they actually managed to pull it off. While they're doing that, I'm flipping through the encounter and I'm sweating bullets.
Oh, because he
Because
knows that
I know
not
it's not over. Not by a long shot.
encounter
And
2.
What's coming up is an encounter with a cult's muscle that they pull in when the players decide to hole up in the keep. So when the players think they're safe and away from the fighting, that's when the raiders send in Lenathon.
What?
An encounter that I had read ahead of time and had been dreading.
16,000?
Started. I describe as overhead, they hear a loud roar that echoes across the city, and all the raiders and militia look up.
They just
Dark
randomly brought back
sky that is
Abserd.
blanketed by a growing storm, as a large winged creature passes through the clouds, pushing them out of the way. And landing in the courtyard is a fully grown, adult blue dragon. Oh no, you go away now. We don't want you here.
Your walls mean nothing to me.
That's why we
You
asked.
hid here well for a time, and that time is now up, since I, Lenathon, have arrived.
I let the players know. Okay, everyone, roll initiative. Are you kidding? We're rolling initiative against that thing?
Yep.
2 of the players are new and the rest are veterans. One of them's like, we can take this thing
No, you
down,
can't.
right? While the others are shaking their heads violently going, no. While they're talking, I'm
The
trying
general
to decide
slaughtered
which
one of your
side
people.
of the
The
table
dragon's
I like
stronger.
better than the other for the breath weapon. The other new player goes, wee! Yes, a monster. I'm gonna be taking this thing down. Oh, you fool! He starts wailing on it with his weapons going like, tink, tink.
Best thing you can do
tink,
is
tink,
climb on it and try and ride it.
Tink, tink, off of it.
It won't work,
One of the players
but it's
fires
better
an
than nothing.
arrow at it, which goes as it sinks into his flesh. The dragon goes, "Oh my God, was that an arrow? Did you just shoot me with an arrow? Ow!
Seriously?
Ow! Who does that? I didn't fly all the way out here just to get shot with
Really?
a freaking arrow. Isn't that
They're going full on Family Guy?
Ow! At me, a dragon, a freaking dragon. Who shoots an arrow at a dragon? The disrespect. Why do I have to take that? You know what? I don't have to take that. I guess I'll just be leaving now.
Seriously?
Good luck sieging your own castle without my help.
Seriously?
Ah! And the dragon flies away.
Really?
Yay! We won. They go talk to the
They're just
mayor.
gonna light on fire, aren't they?
Oh yes, payment, money. You're getting the big reward, yes, for this. Like, whoa, my God, you guys will look at it and be like, wow, that's really, really
He
big.
pulled a
And I'll
GM
say,
move and made the
"Yes, I
dragon
told
fly
you,
away and
that's
just
what
didn't tell
I
him,
said
right?
earlier. That's really big, and that's what that's what he's saying. And your reward is going to be the taste of victory.
You got nothing,
and
do you, dude?
gold in your hearts, and me being like really appreciating of the work and you're doing.
I can see why the Raiders were trying to get rid of this guy.
Any actual money for this? We're not getting paid for this. We are not getting paid for this.
Are they? I'm pretty certain that right at the end there, the reason they didn't get anything is because Ben decided just to make the dragon fly away. He's like, you know what? I could either kill you all by playing this out as it's supposed to because someone didn't take into account Blue Dragon on level 1 players. I don't understand anything about D&D at this point to explain how strong that is, except that little thing that said 16,000, everyone else is 25. Yeah. No. Yeah. He just randomly GM'd hand-waved the dragon away, and they don't get anything because they didn't actually win. But he just let them get a victory because 2 of them were new. Which actually is a pretty good thing on his end because that's actually a good GM move for the new players. And then they could rightly roast the guy who didn't pay them because they lost one of their own party, and that was terrible. I mean, honestly, great story-wise, but yeah. Next up, we have the Legend of the Legendary. I gotta stop reading that. That just causes pain. Alagaros Ashuin. Ashuin? Whatever. Let's get started.
When it comes to character backstories in tabletop RPGs and other fictional personalities, I think we have a tendency to believe that any personality quirk can be traced back to some incident in the past. Like if a character hates fish, it's because, I watched as my father was beaten to death with a salmon. I won't forgive them.
That's actually,
and can't rest
I find that
until
funny.
every fish is dead. So if someone is doing villainous things,
God.
people will be able to look back at their past and be like, aw, he wasn't actually evil. He just had a tragic backstory. Anyone would be evil after going through that. The first character I made for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition was called Alagaros Ashuin, a fighter. I tend to have a reputation for not making backstories for any of my characters, and Alagaros was where that came from. Plus, I had about 2 minutes to make up his backstory before we started. So, this is what I came up with in that time. My character began out in a forest, and he was in the forest, doing the forest person things, and then through the trees appears a guy, and he says, "Hey, Alagaros,
Is that the evil villain
for
from the
you."
other episodes?
And it's like, really,
Kinda looks like
really super duper important. How did you find me? Well, I don't know, Alagaros. How did I find you? This is supposed to be your backstory. Remember?
Even his own
Look,
backstory
I'm
doesn't
seeking
explain
out
itself.
adventures for a mission. We need you. All right. And that was his backstory before the adventure. At first, it really
I like
wasn't
the fact
a
they
problem,
put in the chalk
but
just to
later
show how
on,
bad
not
it
having
is.
anything to work with was starting to be kind of a drag.
What?
Fast forward. In the story, we got assaulted by a Slenderman-like monster that preyed off of our fears.
Damn.
I will show you your darkest fear. For you, it's watching your friends die. For you, it's disappointing your god. And for you, Alagaros,
Having a
you
story.
see nothing because you didn't tell me about your backstory.
No, I wanted to have my deepest, darkest fears manifest in nightmarish, mentally scarring abominations too. I feel like I'm being left out of this situation.
Just a bit.
So, what would drive fear into your heart then?
This is like an odd
What if it was
Santa
a
Claus
weapon shop,
reversal.
But instead of weapons, it was filled with books.
Wouldn't that just be a library?
Terrifying. I did know a few things about him, like how my character also didn't quite get how magic stuff worked.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'll dispel the fire.
What?
Oh no, his magical fire. It's too powerful. The goblin must be using a counterspell. Or when I had gotten a new
That was a
magical
flaming
sword.
arrow.
What you watching?
Alagaros is outside. He's making lightsaber noises because he thinks that's how magic works.
Not gonna lie. I would just make the noises on my own.
You know, you could just go out there and tell him how it works.
I could,
But I
but I'm
won't.
not going to. Just gotta watch right here. Because it's hilarious.
The fighter who doesn't
Alagaros,
understand
I don't think
magic.
you're using it correctly. Look, magic's not about just making a bunch of funny sounds expecting something cool to happen. It isn't? Well, yes, it is, but why would a wizard make something like that? It doesn't make any logical sense. You're using your normal person
Wizard.
logic. Think about Harry Potter. Use your wizard logic. None? Exactly. Alagaros
I mean,
also
he's
had
not
a penchant
wrong.
for getting in trouble. I would go out for a night on the town, and the GM would describe, Alagaros, you wake up the next day in a strange hotel room with metal bars on the window and across the exit.
Oh God.
Man, this place sucks. Definitely not going to be giving them my business again. When you try to leave, the door isn't budging. Faulty doors. Pfft, definitely not going to get a 5-star review from me. And terrible service.
What did he do?
Not helping me out here. In our groups, we would roll percentiles to see what would happen when you spent the night out on the town.
Gambling,
And
robbery,
let me tell
fight,
you,
love.
I went to jail a lot. To the point that the other players were trying to ban me from leaving the tavern after dark. Okay, you know what? I've got this. My fine is usually 10 gold pieces, so since I have 30 gold pieces, I can afford 3 trips to jail. Maybe you should just stay inside and not go outdoors. I try to behave. I try to be on my good behavior.
And you
but
fail.
I still end up in jail.
Well, I don't know. Have you tried not committing crimes? What do you keep doing that keeps getting you thrown in prison for?
Oh no.
I
Oh
don't
no.
know. What do you mean?
That might be the
Every
problem.
night I start drinking and I get blackout drunk, and then the next day I wake up in jail. How am I supposed to figure that one out? Wait.
Blinding
Wait.
flash of the obvious.
I think I just figured a thing out.
No, you did.
Nope, never mind. I thought I had it there for a second. Whenever we'd fight, most of the time my character used an axe. We'd be talking to an NPC, and whenever I would notice the conversation take a turn, I would just slowly start reaching over my back.
Oh God, he's
and pull out
insane.
my axe, and Katya would be like,
No, we aren't using our axes here.
we had several fights with an immortal revenant who kept coming back from the dead to challenge us. Nothing we did could keep him down permanently. Eventually, we
How about
discovered
cement?
that we could just talk to him and explain the situation, and he'd leave us alone. Oh, that was impressive. It's like you defeated him like you were using an axe. But you didn't use an axe. You used your mind. You solved that problem using your mind axe. And since that time, mind axe became a meme in our group.
Oh God,
Whenever we'd have
really?
to disarm a trap or work on a puzzle or door or
Use
something,
mind axe.
I'd start pulling out my axe, and Katya would stop me and say,
No, Algaros, we're using our mind axes on this one.
and I'd say, okay. I'd put it away, and I'd start looking at the puzzle really hard, rubbing my
God.
temples and muttering, mind
So he always mentioned he played a lot of fighters. This is the
mind
fighter he played.
axe. Shazam! Oh. There was a point later on when we were tied up and couldn't move. My character squinted and looked at a rope. Suddenly, a spectral axe flew towards it
What?
and cut the ropes before vanishing.
Oh God, really?
Oligaros had produced an axe with his latent psionic abilities that he had just manifest from his childhood,
Just
which he
gonna
totally
ignore
had in
this.
his backstory.
Where did that come from, Algaros?
The deep
it
backstory.
seems like that axe came from inside of my mind. I guess you could call it
Swear to God, Algaros. It better not be a mind axe.
Mental axe?
You know, you could have used a level in an actual class. Yeah, I got that class like 3 months ago, and I've been sitting on that ability for the longest time waiting to make that joke. Never gonna use it again. 10,000 XP? Well spent, I say.
Oh God, really? He just wanted to make the mind axe joke? So I just want to get something straight. If I understood that right, Ben actually spent an entire level getting that ability just so he can make the mind axe joke. And held it for weeks just so he can make that joke. He has his priorities straight. Good job on him. That actually is completely respectable, and I actually have a higher esteem for him for doing it. Yeah, good job, man. Just there's so much you could do with a character with like a shoddy backstory. It's like, oh yeah, it was part of my backstory, which I cannot tell you. Why am I doing the absurd voice still? This isn't absurd. Yeah, whatever. I'm enjoying this. I will say that of all 3 videos, that first one was disturbingly accurate. Like, more than a little disturbingly accurate. Yeah. Also, so that's Dingo Doodles. I really need to check out her stuff. Again, I've been told a lot. I need to see it. So I should probably go see it soon. We're actually getting really close to catching up on we're almost done catching up on Pufin Forest videos. Ooh. Well, I will say though, if there's one standout moment, it's definitely just the fact that he held off on that joke. I have no joke self-control. If I think about it, I will make it again and again and again. You get the point. And unlike YouTube, in real life, I just keep saying it to people over and over and over again. It's all part of my evil plan. I mean, that's assuming I have a plan, but we all know better than that. But yeah, that, not even going to lie, I actually appreciate that he would hold on to something just for a joke, just for the stupid meme of it. Not the meme of it. No, not never the meme of it. If you know someone who calls a meme a meme or meme, no, just no. All the same, you guys know the deal. Link below, original video. You've already hit him up? Great! I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.